Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's another Daily Gab. I celebrated someone's birthday that was really important to me, and my scarf is molting again. I have a scarf that has this kind of plasticky, reminds me of Christmas tree tinsel. If you ever are gonna make a scarf or a piece of clothing, please do not reuse your Christmas tree tinsel. It belongs on trees and wreaths, not in scarves and clothes. Oh, man. So, I had a lovely walk this morning with my walking companion. He seemed a bit distracted today. Probably because it looks like it's gonna rain, it smells like it's gonna rain, and I've noticed he's scared of like rain and thunder. He associates rain with thunder, so poor thing. But hopefully one day we can teach him that as long as we're with him, he's okay. But yeah, I wanted to talk about, people. No, I'm not gossiping about people. I have this question about human habits, not human nature. Don't get the two confused. Human nature and human habit. Human nature is to have a slight discomfort towards change. Now, there's some people that are more adapted than us that are fine with change and they just roll with it. Those people, I only wish to be as well-adjusted as they are. When things change for me, small changes I can deal. Big changes like, living situations, it's going to take some getting used to be comfortable. Yeah. But, I used to have a roommate once upon a time in Oklahoma, and just gotta remember how I did it. And and the only difference is, it's my husband and I call her my soul sister. And she's far better than the roommates that I had out west. Far, far, far from better. We have great communication, I think. So far, there are no issues. Quite comfortable. In fact, every time I go into the house, I wanna relax, and I'm more focused. I like the neatness that's going on here. I'm like, you put your forks where the forks belong, and you put your spoons where the spoons belong. Oh my God, I love this woman. Not many people understand the importance of order. There's this old saying my grandmother drilled in my freaking head called, everything has a place, and a place, something about everything has a place where, and every place has, you know what I mean. Basically, paraphrased version of everything belongs somewhere and it needs to go to its place. Everything has a home. Basically, neat and tidiness, makes life so much easier. And if you really need something really quick, it's just right there at your fingertips, and none of this, where's this? Where's that? Where's the sugar? Where's the chicken? Where's the, I don't know. But there's a new catchphrase, an inside joke now that I've created with my husband and I. There's this video game called it's South Park Fractured But Whole. No, it's not Fractured But Whole. It's actually Fractured But Whole. That still sounds really wrong, but you get what I mean. It's a play on words. Well, there's a certain, I'm not going to say it because I'm somewhat trying to be a little PC. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Still going to have my opinion. But there's a part that I really don't want to talk about, but these characters say things like, they speak in German. They're zombies in the video game. And, I swear, when I was putting things away and he was playing the game, until I needed his help again, I heard the words come out of the game, "It's Salsa Friday." And I'm just like, I know they're trying to speak German, but it doesn't sound like anything in German that I recognize, but it sounded like Hitler screaming, "It's Salsa Friday!" It's like, I like salsa as much as the next person, but you don't have to go frickin' dictator all over it. God, it's just salsa. And it was Friday. So that's why it was ironic. So now that I said, "Did they just say it's Salsa Friday?" He said, "What?" I said, "Go ahead, hit that zombie again. The German zombie. Go ahead and hit it." And he did, and he's like, "Now I can't unhear it. Because every time it says, it's Salsa Friday." Even the cat, there's German zombie cats screaming it too. And I'm just like, Comrade del Gato. That should give you a hint as to what was in the video game. I have friends that, that don't like that subject matter, but that's why I'm not saying it. Out of respect for them, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that with somebody else's 10-foot pole. Nope. Miss me with that crap. It's a bit of history I do not like to delve into. I have read up on it on both sides, and it's fucked up. The whole situation's fucked up. But anywho, I want to talk about human nature and human habits. Human habits are things like drinking, drugs, smoking, yada, yada, yada. Any kind of habit is basically it's an attempt at trying to cope, to handle and to manage your mental, emotional. Honey, put the phone down. Good God. Takes a car wreck for someone to put the god dang phone down. She almost hit one of those tree things, that in the middle of a parking lot they have that median with dirt and a shrub or tree and whatnot. This sweetheart almost ran into it, and it's right there. You can't miss it. She's like, That's another habit. Using things as a vice. Do y'all remember the fidget spinners and the fidget cubes? Yeah, they were fun to look at and play with, but still, it doesn't help the real reason, the real core reason as to why you feel like you need that. It doesn't it doesn't fix the problem. It just gives you a crutch. If you truly want to quit something, and you truly want to cope with something, you'll be more stronger for it if you just kicked it. I know it's hard. I've quit cigarettes. I actually became addicted to my prescribed medicine when I was young. And I couldn't deal with it because my medicine actually hurt me. I never felt hungry and I couldn't eat my food. I had a medically developed eating disorder. I couldn't swallow my food. I couldn't eat. When I did get hungry, I couldn't eat certain things. Otherwise, it would just sit in my mouth, lolling around in there, me chewing it. And I just couldn't swallow my food. And I would end up having to spit it out. Because after a while of chewing, after like a minute or two of chewing, it would get disgusting and I couldn't deal with it. My body would reject food. And if it didn't reject just all foods, it would reject certain kinds that I really wanted to eat or needed to eat. Like, red meats. For some reason, red meats made me feel sick to the core. And that was never like me. I like steak, I like burgers, I like, beef, red meat. Now, I'm 17 years old. I decided, you know what? I'm done. I'm not taking Adderall and methylphenidate anymore. I'm not going to take citalopram anymore either. I mean, because the medicine was bringing my ADHD down to the point where I was damn near depressed. So depressed that I couldn't bear being around myself. And I would just sit in a corner or cover my face in the middle of class and just start sobbing. And all the teachers, especially the ones that pressured my mother into giving me the damn medicine, they pretty much were saying, oh, it's just puberty. Puberty doesn't make you want to regurgitate everything that you put in your body, food-wise. Puberty doesn't make you... Puberty doesn't keep you up at night, dreading that, I can tell you how many hours I would only have to myself where I wasn't medicated. Now, the school system pressured my mother to get medicine for me, or they were going to put me in a special needs class. She didn't really have much of a choice. Now, every parent that has a child that's different knows that it is a struggle. And school systems are going to try their damnedest to take the individuality of your child and rip it out of them or medicate it away. My development, mentally and emotionally, was stunted. I don't think and feel like a 31-year-old. I think and feel like a 20-some-odd-year-old or younger. Because my mind was basically a flat line when it came to stimuli, internal and external stimuli, communications, getting to know myself, who I really was. It was like a blank slate. What can you learn from a blank slate? How deep is your mind if all you can see is just a big black wall when you take that medicine? What can you learn? There were times where I knew that my wardrobe was, you know how young teenage girls would express themselves through clothing and makeup, hair. I constantly went to what was safe. I tried to make myself look intimidating as possible so nobody knew the conflict and struggle I had inside me. So I always wore black. I wore chains. I was pretty much goth. Punk goth, whatever. Spiritualesque, eco, punk, goth. Oh. So, I chose to quit my medicine. Later on, as time went on, another habit I got was, I got addicted to cigarettes. When I realized the detriment it was causing me, I quit. I quit cigarettes. Took a long time, but the benefits of quitting cigarettes was I tasted things better. I smelt things better. Thank God for that. It was easier to breathe. It felt good to breathe. It didn't hurt to breathe. My skin and complexion was a lot better. My nails were better. I had more energy. And I wasn't as tired as for some reason, after I would smoke one, I would be tired. I'd just be like, there were times where I couldn't even finish a cigarette. I would be sitting like on a porch just like this. Now, as for drugs-wise, like illegal kind, I never got hooked to it. Never. I mean, I'm even trying to think real hard. No. Drinking. There was a time I started to, drink a lot. And, it got to the point where I was getting used to the alcohol and it was getting too damn expensive to stay drunk. So, if you look for, I'm the kind of person that I find a reason. If I'm tired of being in a rut, I look for every reason possible to get up and move. Do something. Change it. Fix it. Alternate it. Something. Like sodas. I can honestly say that I'm still struggling with the addiction of caffeine. Now, at the point, if I get tired, like in the middle of the day, or something like that, I will either drink a soda, I would do that if I didn't have one in the morning, or I would seriously take a vitamin B12 or B6. That alone will get me going for a good 8 more hours. Thing is, when your body's craving caffeine, it's craving for something else. It's craving for a multivitamin, a vitamin C. I mean, look at the ingredients. Look at the ingredients of a can of soda. And whatever soda you're craving, if you look at the beneficial stuff in there, like the riboflavin, niacin or vitamin C. Sometimes there's a vitamin B in there. Your body's craving those vitamins, not the soda, really. Not the sugar and the flavoring and the syrup and the cornstarch or caramel. Whatever. It's craving the vitamins that are in it, and your memory taste, I call it, is triggered like, you want a Mountain Dew. You want a Mountain Dew because you feel better after you drink a Mountain Dew. No. It's actually craving the vitamins. Believe it or not, taking one vitamin C or vitamin B or a multivitamin once a day, sometimes doesn't really cut it. Sometimes. Now, it could be different for other people. Some people can take one vitamin, be good for a day, and never be tired. Some people need to take a multivitamin or something like that twice a day. When they wake up in the morning and around 2 or 3 o'clock, which is usually when everyone's like, moo. Try it. There's a way to kick a habit. I used to bite my nails all the time to the point where they were pretty disgusting looking. Now they're not so bad. My nails now are kind of in bad shape because of moving and stuff, but hey, it's okay. I'll just take care of them and baby them now. But, human nature, it's things that are natural. Like, if things are different, we don't feel comfortable with it. If things are, like that feeling you get, like something don't feel right, that's human nature too. We have that. If you feel like that there's a bad storm coming and you feel that, 9 times out of 10, if you really focus on that ability, which is not really an ability, it's human nature. A lot of us have pretty much stuffed it in a corner in our heads and pretty much locked it and starved it to the point where it's malnourished. But if you keep that attribute about you working and trust in it and have faith in it, it will work well. Like, there's some people that are in my life that, I don't know why, but I really don't like them. 9 times out of 10, there is a reason, and I probably voice it out, or I probably don't voice it out. Why in the world? So the thing is, human nature. Like, for instance, back when I was single, I had a friend that was wild and crazy, and she always wanted to go clubbing and wear skimpy clothes. She knew she looked cute. She knew she had a body. Well, I told her, something didn't feel right. I think someone's following us. She's like, how do you know? We were leaving a club. And she said, how do you know? And then I said, I just got a feeling, okay? I just got a feeling. And then she's like, well, we're fine. Well, these gentlemen, we got to the parking decks, and this gentleman came up and said, tried to talk her into getting in his car and hanging out, have some drinks. Well, I told her flat out in front of the man, I said, I don't like where this is going. Let's go home. We've had our fun. Let's go. I've got work tomorrow. You've got work tomorrow. Let's get out of here. I said, sorry, sir. We gotta go. And then he started getting aggressive, and I said, look, and I threatened him. I said, I will hurt you. I don't want to hurt you, but I will hurt you if you don't piss off. So when he realized that he wasn't gonna, get a word in edgewise, he walked off. Next thing you know, the next night when we were hanging out, his face was on a wanted thing on the news. Turns out he was known for raping and murdering people, girls, women, between the ages of 20 and 17. And somebody was missing. And I told her, I said, see, there was a reason why I didn't like that man. So, human nature and human habits. So, best thing to do is differentiate between the two and see what you want to keep and see what you don't. I hope everyone has a really good day today. Be safe.